welcome back to part 2 of the Woodland Tag Journal.
Yes. It seems such a long time ago since we did that.
Yeah, right. Right, let's go back to location and we'll see how far we've got. Okay, so this is where we left you last time with the hull of the outer shell complete.
Let me just zoom out a little bit.
We're a bit tight.
We were tight in a little bit.
Okay.
There we go.
Okay, so shall I put that over there? Is that okay?
That's just on the periphery.
That's
so yes,
good.
That's
That's
fine.
good. So, okay, so Mike also bought me the ephemera.
Yes.
That goes with the set. So, what I'm going to do with this, there's some of it we can't use and some of it we can, obviously.
Why can't we use it?
Because they won't fit into the pockets I'm going to make.
Too big.
Too big. So, we know the fact that this is 4 inches wide. So if we make the pocket 3 inches, or 3.5 inches wide.
Yeah, that's just going to fit nicely.
So, if 3.5 inches, so we're going to get, that's great, that's just under 3 inches, they'll fit. So we know that those two are going to fit.
Well, that size is going to fit.
Yeah, that size is going to fit, and they're already beautiful on the back. So what I'll do is I'm just going to sort through them and see which will work.
Nice.
Yeah.
What's that? What does that say?
Be curious.
Be curious, not bi-curious.
Not bi-curious, no, that's what it said to start with.
That's different altogether.
This is an interesting set. Then there's this one, Everyone Needs a Friend.
Which is true.
And that's got the beautiful ones on the back.
So they're all going to fit as well.
You Make My World Happy. Well, I don't really want any with lots of words on, so I'll put those to one side.
Yeah. We're sticking to images, are we?
We are. Be Wild. See, they'll go in that way, that's fine. And then we've got Explore with the...
Squirrels.
Looks like a polecat to me, but
No,
there you go,
squirrels.
squirrels. And then we've got...
Bunnies,
which is always good. Dear Friend.
more bunnies.
And then we've got some more bunnies, Dear Friend there.
Oh.
So I think we're going to have plenty without actually having to use these. So these could be another one later on.
Yeah.
If you wanted to make 2, be ideal. So, what I'm going to do, I'm just going to distress the edges of these so they all match.
So, are you making these? These are what's going inside pockets?
Yes, they are. Yeah.
Right, okay.
So I'll be making the pockets in a minute. I just wanted to get the edges distressed so it all sits well together. See what I mean?
Yeah.
So these could be some Tim Holtz papers you've cut down. You could have got yourself a set of these or something similar. And thought, well, what am I going to do with them? They get a bit lost in the scrapbook, I think.
Yeah, I think Graphic 45 also do a companion set that's just the background papers, just the patterns, not the illustrative ones with the bunnies and the squirrels and stuff on.
Just the plain ones.
Just I think in this case it's the plaids or the checks or the tartans or however you want to call them as a separate set. I can't remember what they call them, the plains or something like that anyway.
Oh, well. So there we are. So we'll come back to you when I've got all these done. There's no point in me watching me do it all.
No, this is like watching paint dry again, isn't it?
It is a little bit, yeah.
Hooky ducks. So back in a minute or two.
Okay, just finishing off the last one.
This one's... Were you just going to say that about the raccoon?
Yeah, we don't get raccoons in the UK.
No, the UK does not have raccoons.
No.
Which is a shame.
Yes. Okay, so we've got the cards there. So we need to make some pockets. So let's just have a look what we've got left in our pack.
Oh, we've got about all those.
Yeah, but with this, we couldn't... No, I don't want to make pockets.
No, the small... No.
Oh, the little cards, yeah.
Little cards.
Oh, yeah.
Little versions.
Little versions. See, they're nice to make pockets with.
Yes.
I really, really, really don't like those. No, they're all bits and bats. And
They're okay if you're making small projects.
But I think these will be good for pockets.
I actually really like the leaf design on the back.
Oh, I do as well. So what I'll do is take some out of that. I'll just take 2 out for now. So, I'll do one at a time. So if it goes wrong, I haven't made a mess of them all. So, just get a pen. So we know we need the pockets to be 3.5 inches wide.
That's what we said. What about height-wise?
Well, what we'll do is...
I think if you do them 3.5 inches square...
Let's do 3.5 there. 3.5 there. Obviously 3.5 there. So then we can join those up.
Would you like my trimmer?
No, thank you. I'm fine with a scalpel.
Doing it manually.
Yeah,
Old school.
Old school. Okay. So just cut these into strips. 1 and 2. Okay. So I think the pockets want to be about 2 inches high.
Oh, okay.
2.5.
Well, if you put one of the cards,
Get one of the little
and
cards.
just lay it on top.
So if we said 2.5 inches is going to hold a card in, isn't it?
Yeah.
So we'll make them 2.5 inches. 2.5 inches. We'll mark them on the back, then it's easier. 2.5, 5. 2.5 inches is.
Will you get 3 out of the strip?
Yeah,
you should do. If you're doing
yes,
2.5, you should get.
Yeah. Yeah. So 5. 2.5 is there. That is there. And that is there. Would you be a love, Mike, and just nip upstairs and just get me a circular, one of the punches, maybe the inch, please, or inch and a half.
Am I okay to leave you unsupervised?
You
with
are.
With a sharp
With a
object?
sharp object, yeah.
I don't want to come downstairs and find you bleeding.
No, I don't want you to.
Because you'll be in trouble if you do.
Okay. Well, all these responsible adults are watching me. Wow. So then we have the pocket for those. So there's 3 of those there. And then we'll do another 3. I always try to use a pen because I can see it better than a pencil. If I use a pencil, I can never see it. There we go. 2.5 is there. That is there. And then to 2.5 again, which is there. Okay, so 1, 2, 3. There we are. So we've got 6 pockets there, and we need. How many pockets do we need? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We need 10. So we've got 6 of those, and we'll do another 6 now on here. So we said it was 3.5 inches wide, I think, didn't we? Yep. So 3.5 is there and there, and we'll just put down that. So how many have we got? I've lost count already. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So then we want 2.5 again. So 7.5.
Right, so I'm back.
2.5. Yeah.
So that's the 1 inch punch.
Bit small.
That's the 1 1/8.
Bit small.
And that's the 3/4.
Right.
I think the 1 1/8. But do you want to just test it on a piece of the cardstock? Waste cardstock?
No, therefore can I have a 2-inch punch, a bigger punch? It's to punch some finger holes in these.
Yes, I know. Just try it first of all, because I don't know how blunt it is.
Ah, it's the wrong size, so it doesn't matter if it's blunt or not. I don't want it.
I'll go back upstairs.
There you go. Thank you.
He did actually say 1 inch before I went upstairs, didn't he, ladies and
I
gents?
did, but I've changed my mind since. Thank you very much. There we go. One, 2, 3. There we are. I just need a couple more. So how many have we got now? I know you're shouting at home. We know how many you've got. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I just need one more then. Thanks, Mike. Perfect. And 10.
I'm not tired.
You're not tired?
I'm running down the stairs like a mad thing.
There we are. Got to one side.
Where are we at?
So we just made our pockets. So I'm just going to have a quick look on the back of this and see where it is punching, where the centre is. I can punch them. So that's 3.5. So that's 1.5, 1 3/4, isn't it?
Sounds about right.
Yeah, it is. Right, so if I just mark that, so I can see it.
That doesn't look in the middle.
It is in the middle. I'll just check it with millimetres. It is 45. Nearest, damn it. Right. I think these all, it doesn't matter which way these go up, I don't think.
What's on the, yeah. Don't think you're going to be able to tell, are you, really?
I don't think you are. So we'll put load under there. Put those the right way around. Put that at the back.
You're not going to try and punch loads at once, are you?
I was going to, yes. Not a good idea, really, is it? It's all going to go wrong. 3. I'll do 3. See, there's a little mark on the punch, pencil mark. You see it on the outer?
Yeah.
That's where I punch. That's where I line it up.
Oh.
Yeah. 1, 2, 3, 4. And where in the rest? 5, 6, 7. Just borrow 1. Get on top. I'll do it the other way around. Actually, I think I'll be able to see it, won't I? Just line it in.
Should do it in slow motion.
I know.
Watch them fly over.
There we go. And just a couple more to do. Yeah, I put the little pencil mark on so I knew how far to go in.
It's very.
They went right over my shoulder.
It did go right over your shoulder there.
Right.
It's good foresight, that.
Okay, so
Very prescient of you.
thank you. So we've now got our little pockets. Oh, got an itch, that's better. Okay, so I'm just going to distress all these pockets. We'll be back in a minute. We want it all to match as usual. Okay, so we're all done. Just like if I'm going to do something distressed, everything has to really be distressed, doesn't it, to match?
Well, yes.
You don't want any nasty edges showing. So I've also got some more of this construction tape, obviously for the pocket edges. I'm just gonna, what I'm going to do now they're all distressed. They all look lovely actually. Pretty those, aren't they? I'm just going to go around the edges of the pockets now and put some tape right the way around. Obviously leaving the top.
So we'll do a close-up of one.
Yeah. Just make sure that they will go in when they've got the glue on. It's tight, but they are going to fit. Unless we have some thinner tape upstairs.
I don't think you've got anything on the 6
I don't
mils.
think there's any thinner either, so we've just got to be very careful at the edges. The bottom doesn't matter so much. It's the top that it's just left and the right, because obviously if it's too far.
Yeah, you've got to really get it up to the edge, haven't you?
Yeah, so I now know that that will go in there. There's a little bit of
Just a little bit of
wiggle
room.
Let's just double check before we go any further. Let's pop one on the book.
Is that going on the bunny page?
Yeah,
Are you going on the inside front cover?
No, it's going there. I've got plans for something else for the inside front cover. And the inside back cover. There we are. Okay, and that will go down towards the bottom.
Well, that kind of matches the inner front cover then, doesn't
It
it?
does, doesn't it? Let's get one of these. Tight, but what we could do...
You can always just trim a little bit off.
We could cut that blue bit off there and the blue bit off there.
And just leave the pink.
Just leave the pink, yeah.
That might be a better idea.
Let's have a look then. So we work on the fly, don't we?
Certainly do.
So we're going to cut the blue off both. So we'll use the white line as our guide. Doesn't matter on the back. And we use the white line again. You'd never tell that was meant to be, would you? And that should now, that's the better.
Easily slide in and out.
So I'll put some red liner tape on the rest of the pockets, and I'll be back to you when we'll then start to populate it. I've had an idea what I want to do as well.
Oh yeah.
So just bear with me on that one, and I'll put all the red liner tape on first. Okay, all the pockets are complete. I've been thinking while I've been doing
Oh
this.
dear, that's dangerous.
This is for me.
On your own, without help.
I know. What I'm going to do is I'm going to stick that there, and then I'm going to stick the pocket on top to cover it.
Why's that then?
Because then you can put some places to write, and then you can also put a card in.
Oh, like a double space.
Yeah.
That's good, because you can put little things behind that and hide them, can't you?
Indeed.
That's clever. So, do you want to just pick up one of those pieces of paper again?
Yeah.
And just hold it up to the camera a little bit, because I don't think we can pick up the detail.
It's just a little bit of graph paper.
Maybe just tightening that.
It's graph paper I've made myself, but if you were to get a textbook or something with it in.
There we go. We can see the grid lines on it now.
Yeah, and it's got a distress feel on it anyway. And I've just been around the edges with my distressing.
Were you just pretending to put distress ink on it?
That was just a pretend.
A demonstration.
Yes. Okay. So I want to put it in the middle, so go about there.
Mhm.
And what I'll do then, I'll strip off the tape. 1, 2, 3. And that will sit over the top. That then covers up the bottom of it.
Ah. And then we can just slide one of those lovely cards.
Which I've actually, if you notice, I've rounded the corners as well.
Just hold it a little bit. There we go. Yep, so you've rounded the corners and trimmed it down slightly.
Yeah.
What does it say on the back?
Mind your own business. Simply enjoy it all.
Right.
So that just goes in there. So what I'll do is I'll work through the book now. Open it out. And pop on. Well, that's not me having a drink, by the way.
Mr. Bentley.
Mr. Bentley's having a noisy drink.
Just had a mad 5 minutes in the garden. Mr. Nipper's been doing his whirling dervish.
He has, round and round and round. Oh. Make sure it's level. Then the pocket goes on top. I'll crack on with these. You may fast forward, I don't know, Mike, what do you reckon? I'm doing the same.
I'll set the camera, I'll lock it off,
Yeah.
and then we can fast forward through the next set.
Yeah. Okay, so we've now got all the pockets in, all the writable areas in, and all the little journaling squares in as well.
Can I do a pan from one side to the other?
Can,
We'll go all the way up there, look. I'm just zoom in a little bit so we can see
yeah.
some of the detail better. There we go. So we'll come all the way down. Sorry if this is a bit wobbly, but I'm having to go up as well as across at the same time. Bunny.
Yeah.
There we go.
Okay, so each one,
That's the cover.
as you know, has got the panel behind it, so you can write your notes on there or your little bullet points, and then they've got little cards. And I said before, I've rounded all the cards off. So both sides are done. So that's side one. For me, that's the front, and for me, and then this is the back. That's slightly different because it's got needs a card to go in there, but I'd already stuck the pocket on,
Yeah.
so I couldn't. So that one will go into there like that.
Have you trimmed that one down?
No, I'll trim it down in a moment, but that one just goes in there like that. Okay,
That's a really nice little project.
so I've got a few little more bits to go before we finish.
You're
More?
cramming in more.
Of course, you know me. So that's the inside front cover.
Yeah.
So what I've done with this one, I've cut myself a little pocket out of one of the tags.
Okay.
So that will go there. And then I just need to distress these up. These are some of the large tags. I folded them in half long ways.
The large journaling cards.
Yeah, journaling cards, sorry, yeah.
Yeah.
And I've rounded the corners, and I've also rounded the corners off in the middle.
Just that's it. Okay.
Just a nice little touch.
And then just up at the top as well. Okay.
So what I'm going to do with those, just going to give those a quick distress round. Just to stop any white paper showing through the edges, because it'll ruin the whole vibe. Okay, so that one's going to go in there. Nice tall one. And there's a second one I've done the same with. You see when it's opened out, you've got there.
So where's this one going?
So it's going in the same pocket but just behind it.
Oh, okay.
So there's like two in there. So that one goes in there as well. Even more to write on. Okay. And then last but not least, on the inside back, I've got a little square I'm going to pop on, and it says, "The world is yours to explore."
Alright, so you're going to cut that from the centre of that card?
I am.
Right. Because who says you have to keep them all the same size?
Well, no, of course you do. It's just a little sticker to go on.
Have you put adhesive on the back already?
Yeah. Yeah, it's got the adhesive on. So just down that.
Anybody think it thought about it?
I know. Just this to go on. I mean, if you're clever, you could always cut it out the middle and use the middle
as
a frame on a journal or something like that. Which is quite straightforward. I'll just distress the edges. The bit you can see is just the backing of the adhesive. It's not the print. Just take that off there. That, just put the top on there. I'll end up putting my elbow in it like I did before.
Like we always do.
Like we always do. And that will just go there.
Yeah, very nice.
I think that is my book complete. So I'll just quick flick through. So we've got the front which is medite. Got the two little pockets in there. These are all the white tags.
Yep.
And I've just put paper on both sides. We've got the hinges bit in, which are made out of craft card.
Yeah, so you've got three thicknesses of cardstock there, haven't you? You've got the white card inner,
yeah,
and then the two thicknesses of the graphic 45 paper. So
yeah,
it's quite thick and sturdy.
Oh yeah, and that's what it looks like on one side. I think these are lovely.
They are.
The little cards work really well.
Sorry. You pulled that one up from the other side. I had to move the camera quickly.
Oh, I'm so sorry.
Do you want to pull it out again? There you go. That's the one with the bunnies on it.
It is. I mean, I was sceptical about this pack. I won't lie. I thought it was a bit...
Well, I noticed you have avoided using the pink papers.
Just because.
Just because.
Just because. Yeah. So that's one side. I mean, they could use the pink papers, but pink doesn't really appeal to me that much, to be honest.
There you go. And there's the other side, which we've already seen.
Which we've already seen. And there's the front.
So there you go. So it's a really... I mean, it's quite wide, isn't it? So when you think about it, each of the panels is 4 inches.
Yeah.
There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So you've got 7 times 4.
28 inches long.
So it's 28 inches long. Yeah.
28 inches long by 8 inches high.
Yeah.
So you've got a lot there. I mean, it's great. I mean, you could, as I said before, that's just from one set of papers. But I've still got all that lot left.
Yeah.
And I could do another one if I wanted.
You could.
But yeah, so there we are.
So again, I hope you've enjoyed watching Ian put all the ephemera inside that Woodland Tag Journal. If you have, please support the channel by giving the video a thumbs up. You can share it with your friends, and if you haven't subscribed to our YouTube channel already, you can do so by clicking the button at the end of the video. And don't forget, if you want to purchase the 2 tags with the 10 white tag inners, they're on Ian's website. There's a clickable link in the description area below. That's all from us for now. We'll see you all again very soon.
We will. Bye for now.
Bye. I'd like to say a huge thank you to all of my angels, because without you, these videos would not be possible. And don't forget, you can access your exclusive angel-only content over on my website. There's a link in the description area below. Thank you.